Okay. What's the next topic?
We are talking about hypocrisy on the timeline. And first up, we are looking at the body counts topic that was on the timeline today. How you feel about body counts? Does it matter to you if your other has a high body count?
Women should be like 3 max.
Wait.
Free what? Start him.
We are out of the box pass. Donald once again.
Like if you're looking to get married, how could you really as a woman have more than 3?
Wait.
Nah, sorry, that's
Wait a minute.
We gonna get water here. Came back.
to get married. Some people have done things in the past. How dare you?
Oh my gosh, boy, Donald, that was a powerful stance.
You don't want back at you, boy.
I mean, I want to hear some more opinions before I come in. I can't come in so early, you know. Nashawn, speak for the man. Speak.
Man, I believe her body, her choice, right? But at the end of the day,
Nashawn.
three is a low number, man. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Like, look how like the age range, so like, I would say between the ages of like 18 and 30. She can meet more than one fella that she like, man.
Right, so she got 3.
And they say a cat has 9 lives, so at least 21, 22, you know?
What fell?
I mean, they say a cat
I feel like low health is the most important.
A cat has 9
but
lives.
I like 20, 25, man. 25 is like, when I like crashing up, like, this really for me.
Okay.
I have a question. Do you find people calling women over 30 hoes?
What?
I love them.
Huh?
I want one.
Do you find people calling women over 30 hoes? Because this is just a phenomenon that occurs in between whatever teenage adolescent thing and then somewhere in between that and like actual adulthood. Like, do people actually really care about this when there's things like children and bills and all these different things that have to go into like an actual relationship? Like, does that actually matter?
Good point.
Honestly, I think that when we get older, we're gonna be a lot more realistic about these things. You know, like honestly, like right now, if Rihanna comes and tells you that she's at 56, you can say, "Well, I'm not linking Rihanna because you're an uncouth woman." No, you will forgive her. You will bring her across.
Ashley and Nash have their hand raised. Don't want to hear what they're gonna say.
Let's hear Ashley and Nashawn. Let's book.
What did Nashawn say?
Yeah, I gave my views, man.
Nashawn was fully supportive. He said that up to 25. He thought 25 was a good threshold.
Okay. I personally don't think a number matters. You know why? Because like, okay, if I'm in a relationship, I'm having sex often.
You have
doesn't
sex?
put me. Excuse me. Anyway,
ignore you.
Relationship, you have a lot more sex than when you're single. Body counts don't matter to me. I don't care if it's how much. All that matters is that you're having safe sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that you ain't coming to
And
my
good.
vagina.
It should be good too.
What is this safe sex you speak of?
What is safe sex?
Safe sex is
I think it's when you lock the doors and the windows.
Yes, Phil.
bro, we're on the same page.
Making sure they mind them door beat
because Phil is a bad man, so he gonna make sure things are locked.
I am on the righteous path. I don't make any left turns. Correct.
But I say something. You could practice all the safe sex that you want, right? But you think is if the other person doing with somebody else and you don't know, you just don't know. I ain't there.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of if you go on a condom or not, something might happen in between you getting there to put on or whatever, and it might even get a little touch or whatever, and you wouldn't even know. And you just saying, yeah, cool, everything good. You see if you do whatever you could possibly do, and then next month you got something.
That's true.
It doesn't. It might not even have to get to that part, the penetration, because you can get herpes through kissing. You can get, you know, like,
you don't know after about something. It's every 3 months.
Every 3 months.
Yeah. You see, the thing is too is that like when I was in Brazil, we had to get tested every 3 months, every semester to get Hindi semester. Right? So that kind of made it normal for us to get tested. I find here in Barbados people be like dengue and get tested.
Yeah, they don't like the idea of it. A lot of people.
That's actually a great idea.
People don't get tested here like that.
Yeah.
Nope.
They need to make it more
accessible. You don't think that's a money problem, though? It don't cost money to get tested?
I think it's free.
It's free. Here, Barbados?
Free. Testing is widely
Barbados,
free.
If you don't want to go to your regular doctor, you can just go to the polyclinic. They do testing for free.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, I think even you can get it done there.
It's your wicked. Protected.
Oh dear God. I feel like it should be mandatory.
You know what I mean?
But
honestly, I agree.
I would prefer that.
Because you could have 1 or 2 sex partners and got gonorrhea.
It's true.
What is this? What is this 2 sex partners you speak of? We mate for life in Barbados. Benjamin don't deal with that.
The men want to agree with you. You know, the men want vex with you. I understand the way about
Phil, that segment is called Hypocrisy.
That's what. So I'm being consistent. Correct. We had some.
Well, there is an esoteric view, like because you have like the actual physicality, like you make sure you're protected, this and that, but then all the anomalies of like the fact that someone could have something and maybe you don't contract it, or maybe you do contract it. So there's a pretty esoteric way that some people look at it, which should not
like feelings.
It's like a spiritual feeling, but should not replace your physical wellness. It's like making sure that you're cool, like everyone is cool. But people there are some people that kind of believe that it's almost like a spiritually transmitted infection, if that makes sense.
There are vampires though. Yeah. There's vampires out there that prey on you and take your essence through having intercourse with you.
Yeah, but not even just
it's that. It's very rare.
Who's my hand for this one? Who's my hand for this one, man?
Who's that?
Even not just not just a vampire or whatever, but like starting with yourself. Like if you harbor a lot of shame, they believe that the root of a lot of these STIs and things are rooted in shame.
So you're telling me that it's mental?
Not that. Well, yeah, I'm not telling me that it don't work after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, or 8 o'clock when Mia got the curfew.
Like, yeah.
Yo!
I'm not saying
these are complaints.
I'm just saying that, like, you can consider it because you can see some people that have had sex with, like, so many people and have been so reckless and nothing happened to them, right? And then some people, like you said,
cough, Philip, cough.
Partners, they end up having, like, one of the worst things, and you're like, how could this possibly have happened to me?
Listen to me, right? One of my friends got a theory. One of my friends got a theory. Who's that? Just so one of my friends got a theory, right? Honestly, AIDS is mental. That's what he said all the time. Because you will got AIDS, right? Listen to what I'm saying. All right, listen. You will got AIDS. You will got AIDS, right? You good. You living your best life. You over here doing your thing. You looking good, you know. You looking big and healthy and thing.
And I'm doing these hands and that, sir. Okay, yeah.
But then you gonna get tested and you find out you got it.
Oh good.
What's happened? You start to think about it. Start to suffer. You start to look bad. Stop eating. You know what I mean?
But you start losing weight and things before you get tested, though.
But you want to hear something mental health?
But something wrong with heat, technically, in real life.
Yeah. Okay. Who's on?
Ashley want to talk.
Ashley gotta go. Ashley, then Deshaun, then Monet.
Huh?
Ashley?
Yeah. you're gonna get tested and you have HIV, you can't have AIDS at that point.
Well, you know what you mean.
What?
But what if it gone past that stage and you got full blown AIDS already?
No, it's not so fast, man. You gotta got a real poopy immune system, like, real. You just don't put in
no carrots, no nothing.
No lemongrass, nothing. You want to bush tea as a child?
Correct. No ginger in your life. You're drinking beer Lipton. Things terrible in your household.
Another thing that is important of a lady's body count, but then a man's body count is celebrated.
It's true.
That's because we live on Earth.
In 2020, ladies.
Who said that?
What?
I want that for the record.
I
Who
said
said?
I said
raise your hand so you can see it.
I got my phone in my pocket. I can't touch the thing.
Raise your hand if you're working with a pizza.
And I hear you.
I'm not saying that the gender roles are unfair. I'm just saying that there are gender roles.
No, I'm not building on this, but that's adding that I feel like overall we have like this entire gender discussion is like we're fighting for like something that we don't really want. Like, you know, we're fighting for what we're calling equality is the right for both of us to work, right? As if like working is the greatest possible achievement or level or rank in life or whatever currently. And I feel like I value personally right now, especially now in this time, I value like home so much more. I value like growing plants. Like if I would happily be what's this, sorry, a stepdad right now and raise some kids and like just stay home and like have like plants.
Amen, brother.
Make food, because like no, honestly, I serious though. I would work on websites from home and like just live in my house and take care of my family. Because like my little youths would be amazed. I would have two Ronaldos or like, you know.
But they're not your youths.
Two Ronaldos.
No, I mean, don't worry about that, Donald. I would have my own kids, obviously. You know, I would just be a stepdad to you again because they have experience. You know, when you come in with a woman that has you know, you can get like a. Let me not talk about that anyway, but yeah.
But I mean, you could watch
elaborate
YouTube videos
elaborate
and how
because
to raise kids.
Huh?
Nah, I don't bother.
But yeah, I would happily be a stepdad, you know, and do this. And like, I feel like in the West, like in the Western society, we've kind of like made it seem as if that role, you know, like raising, like having a house, everything, so is like so like disrespectful. Also, we're degrading. You know. Yeah.
Gender equality is not just about staying home and gardening, baby boy.
No, I fully agree with you. I was just saying that in this specific, I was saying about that role, the role of like household things, you know, I don't like when it's just broadly said, like, I hate when people say, oh, so you want women to stay home and cook. Like, you know, I don't even see that as an insult. I want to be sent home to cook. Like, if I could live that, like, so I wanted to change that.
Phil was just trying to be all in her garden.
Correct.
Literally.
Love to get my fingers in the mud.
Vacuum.
Honestly, right?
As a woman, you will see it more, no matter if you're in a creative industry, if you're in a corporate agency, wherever you are, you will realize that, like, whatever comes out a man's mouth is normally taken more seriously than what comes out of a woman's mouth. I can say exactly what my boss said. I can write his notes, and he can go and say it. People can be like, "Conversation, that's a great idea." But if it comes from me,
I disagree. You know what? I disagree.
I agree with you though.
Motley says
well said. But that's because Mia Motley's a man. She's eat more pussy than anybody, than any man.
Yeah, you got it down.
You're
getting more shot down.
Any man.
I say we get shot down one time, boy.
I'm not cutting any of my parts. I'm not cutting any of Donald's parts. Donald said earlier, this is RawSoul podcast.
Listen, I don't live in Barbados. Mia Motley can't arrest me. I do not live in Barbados. Mia Motley cannot do me nothing.
But honestly, like I agree with Ashley, I agree with Ashley, but I hear both sides of this argument, right? And I feel like the workplace overall is just filled with assholes. You know, like bosses on both sides. Like in every job I've had in Barbados, I can tell you honestly, the men have attempted to shaft me. You know, but being a G, you can never let that happen. You have to, you know, deflect and start them up. But
when I remember when Mia had bite off you in my clip.
Jesus Christ.
I hear it with that, right? But you know, I see pictures in there, so in the confirmation. In evidence. I won't even know, right? That me one is actually an amazing defamation lawyer here. Right.
Yeah. She's not that good a lawyer though. If when the man even want to start talking about lawyer, it can't.
Come on, man. We don't know what it is.
Don't know it's the right man to talk about with this. But every time we get legal, it's gonna go downhill real fast. So
different podcast for that, though.
Correct. We have a whole one just on the legal system of Barbados.
Time out. We're on time out, guys.
But
Donna, was your I
ain't got none.
You don't have it.
So we got let's get the hands first. We got Monet, then we got James and Nashon.
Well, I would say I didn't actually see this going on the TL because one, my tweets are not loading, but I can just gather how the conversation is. Because honestly, these kind of things go very, very binary, very quickly, and I'm kind of bored of the discussion of it, because how are you going to frame women in, if you think of it biologically, right? Okay, you're having sex and men with the ability to come multiple times, of course, but more than often
already blessed.
Yeah, you'll come usually once and XYZ. Women can come multiple times, like in one session.
Good for you. You trying to brag?
No, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying biologically, how are you going to then try and repress the sex that has like a larger capability, arguably, for pleasure against a sex that doesn't actually require that capability to have lots of partners, if you see what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to make it?
I don't understand what you're saying, Moni.
You understand what I'm saying or don't understand?
Then you're saying that one sex is more equipped to have more sexual partners?
Yeah.
Oh.
So because you could come
my
more
vagina is different
more
to his penis, but I can have the same amount of sex partners as him. It's just a vagina and it's just a penis. Like, it's just that he has a penis and I have a vagina.
That don't make no sense, though.
How it don't make no sense? How is it that because he has a penis, he can have more sex partners than me?
No, I didn't say that. I meant the other way around. You see, that's the thing. Everyone thinks that it's the other way around, but I'm saying women are actually more equipped to have more sex than men.
What? How? Why?
I don't understand. I feel as if it's like equal because like that's mental. That's a mental thing. Like if you
that's not true though. I could put up my hand.
No, but who the fuck are we to say what is true when it comes to our bodies?
Biologically, because mentally you can never have sex with anyone.
Her body, her choice.
But biologically,
a man could have 100 children a year. A woman could only have like 10. So how are you gonna say women can have more sex?
But that's not that's all right. So obviously having sex is the act to reproduce.
Right.
But that's not having, like, that's the outcome of having sex. So you can say that physically, you can show that a man can have sex more times throughout the year or throughout a day based on the fact that he can impregnate more people during the time him having sex than a woman because she can only get impregnated once.
Right. But if you went down to the bare bones of it and you look at some of these, let's go to porn, right? Because that's where you'll see the most raw soul of like the extent the extent of which sexuality could go. When you look at porn, you can see that a lot of like the top orgies have been performed by women, right? Mm-hmm. The ones that have lasted the longest, the ones that have
because women have more holes.
Men have only one less hole than women, technically.
It's true.
So is not what I said correct then? Women have more holes? I don't know where you're getting at.
Well, how are you gonna like just equate sex to the amount of holes? I'm talking about actual capability to withstand pleasure. Like men
withstand pleasure.
Right. Okay, I understand what she's saying. I understand, Dawn. I understand what she's saying.
I just trying to be difficult though. We just carry on.
A woman are a Stella and a Stellisha, right? You go back to my father days, right? A Stella does, do his thing whenever he feel like, and it's based. He's called a Stella based on the fact that he could fuck enough girls, but a Stellisha is a Stellisha because she could fuck long.
Ooh, well said.
So I can understand what you're saying.
Basically,
all right. In my defense for the men, right? If I could just have like a brief interjection.
Yeah, come along.
Right. It's like all right. You have an item, right? Like you buy a game. Every time you play this game, the quality is good on. Or you buy a main edition magazine. Whenever you turn the page, like that's depreciation. So as a man now, when you go up to 15, you know what I mean, and you book the place, swinging it left, right, and center, you gotta check yourself. In my honest opinion, you gotta choose and make wisely. For real. But I ain't there. When you're in the Grimberg cut, you know what you can hear? He's a small doggy dog. So therefore, your value will be depreciated. You understand? So like, that my reason in there.
But at the same time, men is say that girls pussy loose and thing.
Use the right word.
If you're gonna get into a loose pussy, whatever, like yes, it's a muscle. You can actually strengthen it, but when you're aroused, it's meant to go out and in and etc. So
wait,
like,
yes, girl, do them kegels.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I was thinking maybe we could elevate the topic just a little tiny bit, right? On the topic of like actually like choosing partners and stuff like that, like I just feel like the whole concept of the body count and all this stuff, like
real Western.
No, all right, look, I was listening to a fella
real Western
talk about breeding dogs, right? And like
he said elevate.
Yeah, no. This is.
And they talk about dogs.
No.
Go ahead,
I'm listening to you.
Does that mean that mentally
he
equates sex to animals?
Let's just talk about animals in general, though, right? Because it's like, all right, cool. Like when you go to sleep with someone, like what makes you actually want to sleep with someone? Is it like the way that they look? Is it like? Because my whole thing about it is, does the body count matter if this person is choosing their partners in a good way? Like what if they have like a really high criteria for people to choose, and does that matter to you at all? Or are you just thinking about the number?
No. Who was that? Who was that just now?
That was Ali.
All right. So in the animal kingdom, right? In the animal kingdom, you bed or you mate the strongest or the best option based on what you need, which is a strong mate to help produce your offspring, right?
Yeah, that's what.
And you meet, like, according to the particular animal, you have many different mates throughout your lifetime, throughout your lifespan. And obviously your offspring will either be weaker or stronger based on, your mate or whatever. In the context of a body count, then if we had to break it down to be very simple of human beings being animals, sometimes we don't have intercourse with the strongest human.
But our strongest version is richest, since humans have money.
But
unfortunately, but we are the weakest. But they're the weakest then because they have money because they're so dependent on their money.
Love alone can't buy your company.
Ashley, I want to hear you, and James next. Go on.
I think there's so many more important things.
Speak up.
I think there's so many more important things when it comes to choosing a partner than body count. That's not even a factor for me personally, because I'm concerned about if the person understands my past and what that means for my future, if the person understands my soul and things that I want, what it is I'm looking for, I'm not going to be studying a fucking body count. Like, what the fuck?
So
like,
you want to fake it? Yeah.
Like,
but I understand where you're coming from, Ashley. Yeah.
You have conversations with people and you explain to them what they want and like level with you and see if them on the same vibe or whatever. When it comes to body, like when it comes to body count, if you have sex with 50, 60, 200 women before me, all that means is that I can get some good dicky. What you talk to?
How you mean?
Experience.
That's you, man. I ain't generations.
The same goes for, like, if she only what she could do for you?
Learn.
Honestly, Ashley, you know that concept where they say you don't buy a shoe.
She gonna be like Sinclair and learn on the job.
She got enough experience. Top resume.
Jumping forward. Be in the next one though, man. We hear so in this hypocrisy long. Why y'all messing with these body counts so heavy? Y'all got some personal issues with them. I could tell.
What is hypocrisy is the concept of virginity. Alright?
What?
The concept of what?
The concept of virginity. Like, you can have sex with one individual person, yes, that's one person, whatever, but when the very fact that how we measure, especially feminine virginity, like cross-culturally, is very messed up. Like, you'll have your hymen checked, you know, TI style, you'll have your whole shit sewn up. But some people are naturally...
Oh my God, so TI style, what the
fuck? But hymen doesn't even break the first time you have sex for a lot of people. Like,
it's break long before that.
If you swim, if you run, if you do
gymnastics,
sports,
horseback riding,
like football. I used to play football. Like, you know,
football
like
is break hymen.
Yeah, well, according to the position you're playing, you're falling down, you're rolling, you're doing all that shit all the time.
Yeah. Like, what is it about Bajan culture that the topics of sex and stuff and all these things is such a big deal? Like,
is that actually?
It's not Bajan culture. It's every culture.
Yeah, every culture is also.
Western culture.
My question is,
get very.
Why is it? My question is, why is it that sex is the only thing that we can fall to as entertainment at the end of the day? Like, I believe that we have so much information. We have immense resources right now that can, you know, fill our time and fill our space. But yet, as soon as the world goes on lockdown, the only thing to entertain us,
cheeks.
Thank you.
But sex is the highest form of like human consciousness.
Yeah.
It's also the most feral.
Like, okay. I feel like there are more important things to talk about than the key and pussy, but
Same. Like, if you had to tell somebody as an individual at a certain age, so let's say between the age of 18 and 25, because that's when you're pooping a lot, right? Tell somebody
tricked me. Somebody tricked me.
Yeah, I am since 17, so
in 6 months, right? They look at you
like, what are you talking about? That's friendship.
But if you try to explain to them that you having sex is not as necessary as the rest of the world makes it seem, they look at you like, what the fuck wrong with this girl? Or what the fuck wrong with this man? Like,
that's true.
It's just a stereotype.
But okay, how do y'all feel about dark humor? Jumping into this deeply, because we had that.
Love it. I love dark humor.
Versus 2020, and it seems like a competition for people to like see how dark they could possibly get. Have some interesting ones. Everyone was roasting my boy Dax yesterday because he dropped, was it Kobe and then the helicopter plans? Kobe and his child and the helicopter. It's pretty, that's pretty sick, man sick. But we like, it's like a Twitter competition. It's just trending right now. How do y'all feel about that?
Man, I want this one. I'm gonna eat this up. So personally, right, I like dark humor way before it was cool. Like, you know, like funny, like Jim Carrey movies.
He was first.
Yeah. Man, it's a dark man, you know, so I like dark humor.
He's a dark man for true.
Yeah.
The humor though.
But the thing with what you gave me, honestly, I chuckled. I'm not like a big basketball fan, and yes, like obviously I sympathize with the family and the whole basketball community, but it was is gaff, you know, and you can't be okay with one kind of gaff and then the next kind of gaff is a problem, you know, and that's kind of hypocritical.
Like Kim Jong,
yeah, exactly.
Y'all think that actually happened though? You think that motherfucker? You think he was there?
I think
he just fake it.
That he has clones and that he has, honestly, a lot happens in Korea that we don't know about. So he probably has like spare parts and thing about there.
He could have had spies and he wanted to like see who would come and like take
exactly.
You know, anything like because it's just a tactic like this. That's such a different kind of life. You know, his life.
I'm just trying to suss out people.
And we couldn't imagine what his life is like. He has people that want to kill him just for kicks.
Right, and it's on count.
He did kill his uncle.
Yeah, like you know, it's basically like a military country. It's crazy that we have.
I think the best way, if you wanted to disarm Kim Jong, kill his sister first.
No,
he doesn't have a backup. I just saying that is.
No, I really
Phil, they got a link for people that just want to listen.
Come through this podcast. Yeah, there is benvibes.com/live.
Easy.
Yeah, but like I do not want to go to this podcast and have to beep out you saying to just kill. We're not going to talk about killing anyone's sisters. Okay, this is a peaceful podcast. We love we love we love we love Mia.
That's it. No, this like final destination or something.
We love Frendel. We love everybody. All of our boys.
Speak for yourself. Yeah, speak for yourself.
That was Philip King. Philip King said that. Philip King declared his love for y'all.
That's last.
Remember me.
Obama or Trump? I missed that one too.
Yeah, boy. Who you was gonna talk about? Because we roasted both of them. Both of them are you know, a little dusty.
Yeah. Well, I think that honestly, Obama has nice haircuts, and Donald Trump is a really funny character. You know.
I think Donald Trump don't wear a mask because
the honesty. He just doesn't care naturally.
His tan is gonna come off. I'm one of those people.
Donald Trump is the coronavirus.
Dog.
5G.
No, bro.
Bro.
Whatever happened to 5G, though?
For real.
That's the thing, you know, because like those 120 rock satellites I mentioned earlier, that Tesla's like releasing all clear. He's gonna
SpaceX.
It's supposed to be 50,000 satellites in the end, and he's supposed to give free Wi-Fi, basically 5G powered Wi-Fi to the world. So everyone's saying, "Oh, Barbados ain't got 5G," but we're not saying the fact that we're launching 5G every month, like in the hundreds, in the hundreds.
But dog, people ain't understanding that. Who is that saying? Elon?
His company is contracted his rockets, you know, to launch, but it's not like he's not the man that's gonna be tracking us. He's not the top man.
He's the face.
Yeah, he's the face, correct. He's the same thing as Obama or Trump to me.
Jesse, I don't feel people understand the fact that he made plenty of things up in the sky dying normal.
In low Earth orbit.
Regardless of what you're doing.
In low Earth orbit, first time 50,000.
A lot of them having nuclear elements, you know?
Yeah, dog.
And it's very. What's that?
Nah, I was saying we could do anything. Like this is like way above we like all we could do is crawl and talk about it on Twitter and people just look at me and laugh
and people want to like, you know, knock it off. People's responses usually.
Let me just turn it up. They're talking about like Elon Musk and they keep switching.
Yeah, but basically, like everyone's response, the broad response you get when you try to say that, you know, 5G may be a health risk is people say it's non-ionizing, and they show you a graph with like a microwave on the right side and cell phones on the left side, right? But if you go any kind of further into that research, it says that, you know, we shouldn't be afraid of non-ionizing because it doesn't have direct effects. Like it's not like an X-ray. But there's thousands of studies showing that there are effects of non-ionizing radiation on the body. We use it in medicine to like recover people with so it has effects on the brain directly. It covers people with like motor cycles or what's not. Oh shoot!
For sure.
Yeah.
But dog,
Right.
I ain't telling her like
That's
right.
me, my bad.
Yeah. No
I
problem.
ain't telling her like right.
Yeah.
The dinosaurs get killed by an asteroid. At this point, we cool.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Like, you know, we're gonna find a way to get through whatever. It's just that you can't say a simple explanation like, okay, it's non-ionizing, so be safe. Like, you need to just stay attentive and consider the fact that at some point in the future, this thing could be affecting your health. And there's no studies to say that it does not. There's nothing that said they tried for like 2 years to make sure this is safe. They didn't check. So, you know, it's gonna be like smoking. They said smoking was there was doctor recommended cigarettes for years, and then we established now. Yeah, correct. Dentist recommended cigarettes, and now years later, everyone says it causes cancer.
But there's an upside to cigarettes. There was a time, I watched it on Host, so I don't know how accurate it is, but I did some reading, and they said that the tobacco helps with people that have irritable bowel syndrome. So possibly, and they're saying that smokers COVID aren't being affected as much.
Yeah, for real.
A cigarette is hardly even tobacco. If they mean like pure tobacco, I guess I can understand that.
Nah, even pure tobacco. That's Toilet City.
For sure.
What?
Yeah, boy. If you put too much powder in your joint, you're going to the toilet.
For sure. For real.
Well, you know, like overall, like they have pesticides in cigarettes. They have a ton of chemicals in cigarettes. Yeah, you know, I would more believe the tobacco leaf, anything. So even so, it would not, you would not say doctor recommended for your bowel syndrome, buy cigarettes and smoke them because it's killing your lungs and everything all at the same time. So like, that's just to say that you have to, even though we say something is safe now, we can wait 50 years and then suddenly put a sticker on every phone saying phone causes Alzheimer's.
I believe too that any product of capitalism isn't good.
I can't hear you properly, Ashley. You're a bit far away.
Trying to get I ain't touching his boss.
What? I gotta mute these people 1 second. Okay, go now.
Just saying that anything that's a product and goes hand in hand with capitalism isn't good for you. So whether it be tobacco, milk, cornflakes, you know, it's all like you're basically saying whatever when you choose to buy them. But my thing is to be honest, when it comes to when it comes to just basically anything we buy, you can't trust it.
Yeah.
It's not about being good for you, it's about making money.
So you can do just go back to living off your land?
Oh, right now we're about to have to. Imagine when our reserves run up, Donald, and we're on the island and we can't import.
Honestly, though, Phil.
I mean, everybody gonna have to have an at-home garden.
Exactly.
And I'm struggling to grow cabbage already. My cabbage look terrible.
Right now it's butterfly season, bro. So it's gonna be tough. Leafy vegetables gonna get hit. It's like butterfly season.
If there's one thing that I can say that COVID has done, it has made us a lot more dependent on our radius of food consumption. Because there isn't like I will be going to the market or whatever, and all along the road you will see people selling produce, right? And around these produce stalls, like people are congregating because obviously they want to buy fresh produce. They want to get the stuff that they can't get because their regular routine of just running in the supermarket and getting whatever is in the supermarket has been cut. You only reduce to 1 day or 2 days. So really and truthfully, we start living off the land because the farmers are the people that toil in the land and we're the ones that benefiting from it. So we are living off the land at the end of the day.
But you know that farmers losing more money in this time than ever before. They got to throw away majority of their food.
I would say, as a farmer man, I would say like large scale farmers.
Yeah, the ones
that export and will serve to restaurants. But a lot of them are actually still managing to divert the produce flow in the community You know, it's saying like fish run the thing too, like cutting prices on fish. I ain't everybody has to give back to the community. You can't look at it from a purely capitalist money grabbing point of view right now.
The big companies are losing money and they're getting bailed out.
I'm the person that picked her up.
And they're getting bailed out. Farmers are getting no subsidies right now.
All she does do is love up Blaze and my uncle and all the men that she could find and abuse me.
Is this your cat that's there neglecting? Because that was very
tough.
Yeah, guys. Like earlier, my comment was about my cat.
Oh,
okay. It was fairly out of context.
I get so afraid in there just now, dog.
It was about my cat. He's overweight.
This bad thing for real.
So I had to make it clear that it was touching his fupa and not his. He's a baby still. So he's now getting balls.
TMI.
Okay.
Yeah, you go cut this.
Yeah. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. You're making me say I have to come out here to take out this shite. You know it. If you know it can't go in, please hold it.